I just gotta check where Pigeon and the other one is. Sorry. And Penguin's up there. Where's your group, mate? So, a heap of my animals are up here, and they are packed with the caravan. Now, Sass is working his way down. I only just added Sass to the caravan. Dan's coming down, Pigeon's coming down. They're not grabbing the animals. So, only thing I can think of, sorry, is that the animals... There we go. The animals themselves that are packed up might have food, but they're not worth being in this caravan. The other thing too is by removing one animal, it may force the group to disband being in a moving state, and they may choose to try to go and collect the animals. Because Pigeon's now sleeping. Where did that muffalo go? There you are. Let's add you back in. I don't know which one it is. I'm just gonna add it to one random caravan. Okay. Because that way it's still in the group to go. It's just maybe not that one. So I'm hoping that that's gonna fix whatever has got them glitched at the door. And they should, when Pigeon wakes up, they should repack. They won't repack the gear, but they'll re-grab the animals, hopefully. We have visitors. Beaton and Marker. Alright. Who's up the top? I don't see anybody up here that can do... Like, Lumi could. She should have a high social. She got a social at 10. I have a bit of a drink of water. Hold on. I found lasagna. You can do it. Alright. Is it Trena's in a daze? Because she's sweaty. Where are you sleeping? How is this hot? Oh, it's 32 degrees here. Wait, why is it 32? Oh, it is spring. Alright, well, they've done their mining. I need a caravan to come and meet them. We could... Since you guys have time, I don't need this many cut, but, amuse yourselves. If they're having to cut that much, whatever, we'll take some of it. All of them are unhappy, all of them are going to start tantruming soon. Nothing I can do about it. My caravans aren't getting out yet, so that's unfortunate. I don't know if I have enough pemmican for what I've loaded up, but I should have some. Let's see where you guys are. Because I've got 4 on this, so can't talk properly because of health. As 17%'s not the best, but this is fine. Packaged survival meals, medicine. I don't want your reinforced barrel, I don't want your tea. I don't want your gun. A silver full helmet, maybe. Now, I have some shit clothing, and I've got some sculptures. That's basically already done most of it. Now, you got like $100. So... do I have anything that's like a couple of dollars? Yes. Or just too much. I could sell them like 1 leather and take all their money. Might as well. If I have leather. I have cloth. I want to sell them 1 cloth for that. There we go. Alright. Well, where are you? Can I get you to... I wanted you to dismiss, but I guess they're visitors, so it's a bit different. Kit Kat's fighting with Lumi. That doesn't surprise me. I gotta get you an eye. I gotta get Lumi an eye at some point. Alright, so... Octopus is on edge. They look like they're grabbing the animals though. Pigeon's still asleep. Dan's still asleep. But Sass is grabbing everybody. You guys, consuming simple meal. Well, if Pigeon and Dan were to wake up and stay awake, Pigeon looks like they're going to go get some food. Oh no, they're going to go get an animal. Well, if Dan could wake up soon, that could be the best case scenario, because then we could actually get out. Actually, what I should do is I'll move him down to the door, because it doesn't matter if he sleeps next to there, because when they all come together, it should count and they'll move if they wake up. So hopefully this works. Crow's got the plague. They should be okay. Are you sickly? Yeah. Yeah, say I'm like, they need to be sickly for that crap. But Dali's bringing their crew back up here. How are we going for packing stuff? We have... This one's almost packed. I'm not sure who the people for that one are. That one's almost packed up. Maybe Ray? No, it is Ray. By the look of it. Maybe not. I don't think Ray was packing it. Eddie and Ellie, by the look of it, are going in that one. What else is up here? This one's not even halfway packed. This one's not even really starting. I'm hearing animals getting roped up. There we go. Ellie and Eddie are off. Okay. Now, Pigeon should be... Sorry, Dan is almost down here. Alright. I had to pat Asora. Yeah, so as long as he's near enough to the edge, it should be fine. If you come out of it now, that should be close enough. It might not be, but it should be close enough. Hoping. Alright. If wherever she is, Pigeon and Sass, they look like they've got most of the group. There are 2 more animals, and they don't look like they're trying to grab them. No, they're going down. Are they though? Hold on. Sass looks like she might be going up. Yeah, of course she's fucking going through the hospital. Pigeon's going up too. They might be grabbing all the animals. I don't know why they feel so fucking insistent on going through here. But I'll grab somebody to to fix this place up. Seahorse, when you're done feeding, can I get you to clean the hospital? Because this is going to happen a couple of times, I'm sure of it. There was absolutely no reason for Sass to divert her passage of where she's going to go and purposely walk through there when she came up from out here. But she did feel the need to sully the hospital, so I guess that's the thing. Random kitten. Alright, well that should be all that group, and Eddie and Ellie should be going. I'm guessing Eddie and Ellie are going to go first, because they're basically there. Although Dinosaur's here. I'm in Caravan. Who's your group? Okay, you're just taking them to caravans. But I was going to say, I'm like, that is not ready to go. So I guess he did go through and deconstructed almost all the things. Instead on 2 urns. But yeah, Ellie's basically ready. I think once these 2 reach the corner here, they'll just go. It'd be good once they're out of here. that caravan can probably move with that many horses. I also find it funny that I have just one whole caravan of horses. It's ridiculous. There we go. Alright. Eddie's caravan's gone. There we go. Where are these caravans of 100 days of food even going? I wouldn't say it's 100 days of food once they all merge together. They're going to this group that are mining like lumps of gold. And we have got like currently 3 lumps of gold out here to mine. So they're gonna bring all the hauling animals out of my main base. And then they're gonna go put them on these gold lumps. And when they're at these gold lumps, there's going to be heaps of grass and small shrubs and berries and crap like that for the animals to eat. It keeps them the fuck out of my crops for like most of spring. And I'm hoping to get like, well, we've already got like 1 full harvest in spring, and I'm hoping to get another harvest in summer while I don't have the animals there. While the animals out of the base, they're also reproducing. So once they all arrive and go together, I should bring back as much gold, berries, medicine, and wood as I can possibly carry, plus any additional steel that I might come across in buildings. Bring that all home, and my animals will get auto-culled at hopefully being their maximum amount once all them have reached adulthood. So I should get a shit ton of meat. I should get a shit ton of leather. I'll have a shit ton of wood to refuel all my benches and also to sell. That's basically what I'm trying to do. It also feeds them at a different location for a few months in game while this area gets planted and harvested out. So like at the moment, I haven't been able to have them have this much shit laying around on the floor for a long while because my animals have just been moving around eating as they're like ready to be harvested. So we've only been getting what's in these like little grow rooms, and we've been basically starving. But I also need the animals for meat, and I also need the animals to be able to haul shit. So hopefully it's going to give us a surplus of vegetarian shit, like raw food, right? That I can also have their little refrigerator down here stocked with some food, which they don't at the moment. But they keep putting some stuff in here and the animals are eating it and stuff, right? So hopefully we can get this fridge full. And that way the animals will hopefully eat this when they wake up in the morning before going out and trying to eat this. So that's kind of the plan. It also means that we should have enough food for my handlers to grab a piece of food and go and tame the 400 odd animals that I've got every single day, while also making enough food to feed the whole colony, and also make enough longevity food like pemmican and packaged survival meals for when we want to move. That's the whole point of this. I need to have a fuck ton of packaged survival meals and pemmican. Like, the simple meals will be great too, but I also need a surplus of raw food so I can keep my animals alive, so I can get the meat and the milk and the leather and the wools and stuff off them. So then we can actually have some shit to make and barter and crap, because we've still got 113 people in tattered apparel, which out of 281 colonists isn't that bad. It's like less than half, but it's still a lot, and I don't have a lot of animals to use the leathers and stuff. So it's overall, I need to get them to be stable enough that I can move. And what I did the mistake of was in game last year, or about 2 years ago in game, I loaded up a couple of transport pods with like 5,000 potatoes and like 5,555 rice, and I flung those at my allies because I kept stealing their people and I had to make them friendly. And the problem that I had is a couple of the people that go beyond neutral into negative, they were the ones that I attacked a couple of times over. So I had to send them a lot of supplies to make them friendly. And they don't really care for raw food that much, but I didn't have any other valuables, and I don't have wood. Like the only place that I can grow wood is along the outskirts here, and if you take a close look, we are extremely barren of trees. Here's the trees. So, like, I can't get wood to fuel my stoves, to make the food, or like have as like a contingency plan when we have solar flares, and I get a lot of solar flares, or I get a lot of event sort of things, so my power gets taken down pretty frequently, which means that some of my benches are fueled stoves. These bottom half are all fueled stoves. These top half are all electric stoves, so that whether or not I have power, I can still make food. In the same way, I have some of these are electric and some of them are not, so that I can still make clothes and I can still do things when I don't have power and electricity and shit. So, yeah. It's been a bit of a balancing act with that. Plus also trying to get enough steel to have the turrets and to have the solar and the turbines. I had to prioritize going and getting steel for ages before I could get the gold and crap, you know? Yeah, I have the hygiene mod that adds bathrooms. You can turn fecal sludge into chem fuel and biofuel processor. The entire base is fueled by poop. I mean, my colonists don't shit, which is nice. The animals seem to. They make a mess of everything, but my colonists don't seem to crap, which is good. But, like, the only infinite things we've got going is, like, the infinite chem reactors. Every so often one of them will smash one of these. And they're really just to load up the transport pods and crap. But, yeah. Even if a mod existed that was gonna make this, like, easier or more efficient and shit like that, you guys already know I'm not adding mods. It's closed mod playthrough, so the only thing I'm hoping is that I at least get all the way to the fucking landed flag quest and actually complete it, because otherwise we start again on this type of run. So yeah, that's the only thing, because that's a desert over there, and it's near, it's like the top of the planet, so it's going to get really cold up there, whereas we're all down here where it's nice and toasty and shit. So it's going to start getting colder soon, so I need to start getting better warm clothing. I need to start being able to support more heating, and I need to be able to start using grow rooms and shit more effectively, which is why I'm dabbling in the hydroponics at the moment, because I need to know how they work before we move, because I haven't really used them since like my first couple of colonies, and that was a very long time ago, because my colonies last a long time. So I just think it's funny that my base is filled by poop. I mean, that's fair though. Like, I don't know, I think you can have like all kinds of different fuel sources in the base game. Like, under power, what do we got? We got like wood-fired. I started off originally, I tried to use wood-fired generators. That was fine when I had like trees. This colony and pretty much most of Asora doesn't have that. Chem fuel, like, I have the infinite chem fuel reactors, but I don't output enough for that to be a valid source. Wind turbines are usually great, except, like, I don't know what it is about this fucking place, but as far as a beach goes, there's no fucking breeze. Like, these ones are spinning. They're spinning now, but, like, they were mostly dead for much of the game. So they were useless. They just sat there being decorative, which kind of crap. The solar has been the biggest thing at this location, and the problem I've got with the geothermals are fantastic, except I have one on the top side of my base, and the other 4 are on the bottom side of my base. So I have a power imbalance in my base to begin with. The bottom half doesn't need as much solar. As you can see, I don't have as much solar or wind turbines down here. But I had to keep adding and adding and adding more and more to the top until it finally had enough power to run the whole fucking kitchen and a rec room. Because, like, I don't have that much lighting in here, but it's a pretty big fucking room. That and the solars. these things, whatever these are, the fucking sun lamp things. I have a lot of sun lamps on the top half of my base, so that drains a lot as well, which is frustrating because if I made them like circular rooms, I could probably use that a lot better. And I did want to do that. It's just that this location was such a struggle from the beginning. I had to like basically go with practicality over design with this place, which I mean anybody that's looking at the place RimWorld is like bullshit. But no, I seriously mean it. That's why we have square bedrooms and shit, because I had to just shove beds places and tried to make enough space for them. Same with like the grow rooms, they're square, rectangle and crap, because I just had to try to find somewhere to shove grow rooms. These were supposed to be rooms. These were supposed to be bedrooms up here. This was supposed to go lengthways across the top and the bottom of my map, but I didn't have space for it and I needed food, so we changed it. This wasn't supposed to be here. This wasn't supposed to look like this. It was supposed to be very balanced and a lot wider, a lot more open, but like we moved here with like 220 odd people and it just kind of ballooned since then. So yeah, this is what it is at this location. What the hell is going on with my fleet of ducks? Oh, a pack of eggs have hatched. That explains some things. 18 ducks just popped out. This, I mean, it's okay. It's, I don't need 18 ducklings right now. Sure as shit don't need that right now. How many? I've got 15 young females. I've got 12 young. Jesus Christ. That is a lot. I'm gonna need to start putting cull limits on the babies and stuff, but I'm trying to get good meat out of the ship by taking all my hauling animals out so that the map can handle, you know, having like, I think we've got like nearly 200 avian creatures. We got 75 total ducks, allegedly. We've got 52 chickens total. Pretty close to 150. It's like right between 100, 150 kind of area, honestly. There's still a lot. I don't need that many, but whatever. Most of my animals are getting close to the 50 mark, which is good. I didn't realize my sheep were in the 80s. What the hell happened with that? Oh, the adult females aren't at 35 yet, that's why. Okay, that's fine. Once they hit 35 as adults, we should be absolutely just popping meat out everywhere. Nobody pop your meat out, fucking put it away. But, why is Octopus having a tantrum? This whole caravan has just gone mentally broken. Mate, how about we remove you? And I will find somebody else that can do mining. That could go on this caravan. I know Grim can go. But Grim can cook, I think. Yeah, Grim can cook. Hex could go. Hex does cooking though. Esme could go. She does tailoring and other crap. As and all them are hurt. She does hunting, handling. That would be the worst thing, actually. Hold on. Can you add to... I believe they're the first caravan. I don't care if Octopus doesn't go out on this group. He was about to mentally break, to be fair. We all know that. But, yeah, I think they're starting to build all the fucking component things, too. How are we going for components? We have 1 component and 3 advanced components. Cool. And how are we going for body parts? Made. We have 9 prosthetic legs. I could do the leg thing again. What else we got? We have 2 jaws. I could go find somebody that needs that, because somebody does need it. What do we got? No, not hidden conduit. I've got apparently maybe a couple of bionic spines hanging around. I don't want the hidden conduit. I want this. Yeah, no, I've got a couple of bionic spines. I will wait until the caravan fucks off, and then I'll look at installing some legs, so that we know that it's nobody on the caravan. Hopefully. I could hear like these blocks getting lifted up, and I'm like, what am I listening to? It's an Asan, I think, that might be working on it at the moment. Because there's multiple people's rooms that have just got like all that. That's also not helping at the moment too, having just thousands of fucking limestone just all around the place, because it's not just up there. My animals have been stacking them individually, which is really not helping. Like, somebody needs to sit in here and move everything. And I was wondering if maybe Winters, what are you off to do, mate? You're cleaning animal filth. What's your whole thing? You're a jealous wimp. Okie dokie. Mate, how do you feel about merging the blocks? Just take your time and maybe fix that shit up. How's the wood? Wood could also benefit from this. Byro, mate, could I get you to prioritize merging the wood? This isn't a super solution, but actually it'd be better if you merge this with that stack, that one. But yeah, if I could get somebody in here, just waste some time on one of the days and just bring all like the 2s and the 1s and 22s and shit like that and just merge them, that would just be amazing. The only problem is I once set up 2 people to merge a couple of stacks, and I thought that they would collectively merge to 1 set of stacks, or even just 2, like an individual pile each. But no, one person sat there taking items from the other person, and they got into a loop where they just did that to each other, perpetually moving blocks between 2 piles. It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen, but it happened. That was actually in like the first location we had. That was salvation. That's a friggin' nightmare. Alright, if Octopus like fixes himself up, we might decide to keep going. You're out here cleaning blood. They have moved most of the stuff inside, I've got to admit, they're doing good at that. Falcon's in the caravan, aren't you? Yeah. You'd be right, you'd be fine out here. Alright, well they're still cutting down trees. This sure as shit isn't helping anything. So, I've got a lot of animals up here, and one of the caravans are on the way. They only have 14 animals, but it would be enough to move part of this group. So, since it's not that far away, I don't know about killing the animals first, they'll probably rot. But once you guys start on the medicine, do that if you get time, because I think I've got like all the trees allocated. If I need to, actually, what I might do, I'll just hit cancel to everything, because otherwise I'll be out here doing the trees forever. There are a few trees in the bottom that I missed then, but I don't care. It's fine. Harvest all the medicine. I'll come back for the other stuff soon. If they could successfully get these caravans out, that would be so amazing. Or even just keep them roped up would be great. They have 8 days. Okay, so we got 8 days before we got to get the fuck out of here. So they have 8 days to try to stop fucking around and get the caravans there, realistically. Or that spot's getting basically like left. I have got 1 caravan on the way. And it is basically almost the end of spring. So we're gonna move into summer soon. Actually, you know what I haven't done? I haven't set their air conditioners on in the bedrooms, and this is why they're sweating when they're sleeping. Alright, I'm glad I figured that one out, because usually I forget. Also, I left this on 10 degrees down, which is now freezing that room and causing a bad temperature. Can I up you by 10? I know we're going into summer and we might need this, but this room is -12. And it was happily sitting on like -9 for ages. This room, on the other hand, I don't want to warm this up. I think it will do fine. It will warm itself up eventually. It amazes me that this room is chilling as bad as it is. I sort of wish that I had a door on the bottom of these so that people would want to come through here. But it was keeping the dining rooms pretty clean, which was like the only benefit to it, really. Yeah, I kind of hate having to send out a lot of caravans at once. Usually I just grab like the animals and go. Usually we've had like 40 to 100 falling animals. At the moment we have a lot, because I'm trying to like rebreed them. But if they if these guys pop from juvenile to adult, they're gonna get culled. So I want them the fuck out of my base. I have a few that are on the borderline, like these horses here. They're foals, but they're not that far, like, from fucking hitting juvenile or adult. I want them gone. I also noticed that I haven't got an orange horse for quite a while. We must have culled whatever the mother or father that was making the orange horse combination. I haven't seen him for a while. We're getting whites and creams and, like, blacks and greys and shit. Who's starving? The octopus?